Government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
Do you want the whole truth?
I don't think you're ready.
Governments don't control things. A government can't control the economy without controlling people.
It's Crane Durham's Nothing But Truth.
Well, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. We're glad you're here. Crane Durham's Nothing But Truth. Probably on. Say it with me now. Yeah, lower the octave. A-F-R talk. Way easy. Don't cough on me, man. A-F-R talk. That's right. Here, Chris Woodward, and I believe he's anchoring tonight. Is that right? Yeah, that's the Chris Woodward from Beat the Press, or Woodward Beats the Press, a feature that we do weekly on this very broadcast. Last week we did it on Thursday. That was a lot of fun. We always appreciate the stories from American Family News, onenewsnow.com. Have you ever sent something and it did not send? Boring. I know it's boring, but it really chips me. You send it, you go to another screen or another tab and you're working on something else and it doesn't send. I got to tell you, my team has to endure this. And Brent and Jeremy and Hannah, they do a great job. Never take it out on them. Okay? Go, bring it on right here. Okay? Case of the Mondays, I'm not going to have them. I'm not submitting. No, absolutely not. We got a big show for you tonight. In the second segment, we are going to be going to some of the issues that you may have heard about this past weekend. You mean the deal that was defended and how Paul Ryan says the debt deal is where we're really coming alive, and how within the Republican Party, you're getting views from the establishment and the Tea Party, and those are different. And what a great focus for the left on this Sunday, or this past Sunday, and this Monday for that matter, to focus in on that and not the continuing failures and pushbacks, and as what George Will described it as the teenage response, like a bunch of teenagers when it comes to running the Obamacare Healthcare Affordable Care Act. Am I allowed to say Obamacare? Melissa Perry said something about that. I don't know. I don't want to drop any O-bombs. All right. I'm not going to touch it. It's ludicrous. But we actually have to, not have to, we're going to focus on some of the statements made this past weekend while discussing the issues of the day. We have race being brought into it again. No, really? Why do they do that? Why is race becoming part of everything? What? Why? Why? Because it's effective. That's why. It's very effective. And you really don't have to prove anything, and you can say something over and over again, despite the fact that you don't have the evidence to back it up, and people start ascribing that to a particular group, especially, or a party, especially the low information voter. I feel like we're dividing up the population of the low information voter. That's it. Are you a low information voter? Yeah. Yeah, he has the live. What? The HIV? No, the live. Low information voter syndrome. Oh, that'd be lives. Sorry. That's somebody who basically takes the headline. People repeat something over and over again, and oftentimes it would be like me attempting to discuss, well, let's say how to fix an engine and maybe NASCAR. I'm just not a NASCAR fan. I like the performances by the country singers as well as some of the musicians beforehand. I love the prayer. I love that. I dig that. I just can't get into it. And if I try to talk about it, I'll probably just say things that I've heard just a few people say and say, that's all I know, you know, because otherwise I'm sitting there going, those cars are fast. And maybe talking about how Danica Patrick, wow, she got ahead. And then I say something like, well, she did so well because of her body weight. I heard somebody say that like years ago, and I was like, oh, that sounds okay. And unlike pretty much everything else I speak of, especially on this show, I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm just trying to get by. I'm just like, okay. I saw the award show the other night, and Danica Patrick was there, and she's dating a fellow. Is she going out with a fellow driver? Okay. But you see what I'm saying? You get the point. You mean pretty much everything else you talk about in the show? No, there are a lot of things I don't know about. Trust me. I don't know how to communicate to, I don't speak 13-year-old daughter. What do you mean by that? Well, I love my daughter. I love my son. It's an amazing experience and wonderful, just neat. But if they're having a conversation, if she has her friends there and I'm driving and I try to like interject something like, hey, I'm going to become part of this conversation. No clue, not a clue. So that's another area I don't know much about. And I probably never will. Even when I ask Catherine, what does that mean? Why? Okay, what does that? I don't know. Doing the best I can with my shaped head, disciple in progress. And it's a buffet. You can take it or leave it. But bottom line, there are things I don't know a lot about. And when I talk about the low information voter, I'm speaking to people that probably aren't making it their focus of politics on a daily basis. Now, we'll get to that in the second segment because I want to talk about it. And I don't mean to insult them. I have no problem calling, if somebody would refer to me as, when it comes to NASCAR, low information viewer or commentator. Oh, one of the things I love about this job